Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy hump day to all of you guys out there. You know who might not be doing much humping, speaking of it, is Clayton right now. Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe he did a lot of it, and that's the problem. We don't know. You know, the show can really lead you down a crash course. Sometimes the fantasy suite will lead to greater love. Sometimes it'll taketh away. That's the metaphor of the fantasy suite. It's there to give, and it is there to take away. All right, folks, we'll get into it. Nothing like getting your romance repoed. We've all been there. We've all had our romance repoed. What's that sound it makes when you just look outside and you just see your car being towed away? You're just like, hold on. That was the relationship I invested in for years, and now it's gone. Don't dent the bumper. I already did that. All right, what are we talking about here, folks? Follow me on Instagram @DNeals, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video an odd number of times. Speaking of odd, the story doesn't end the way we thought it would, right? The story's supposed to end with old leather bag Neal Lane coming in hot, right? Looking like he just spent the last 35 years playing shuffleboard in Florida. Hey, no problem with that, Neal Lane. Put on your SPF 90s and, make love happen, even if you couldn't do it with your own relationship. But most of us can't. Statistically, relationships don't end well. Well, this is feeling very negative. It shouldn't. So we've got, fan theories we're going to get into today. I'll play some of your voicemails, what some alumni are saying. Now, this obviously is a blurred out image we use there. You can probably tell who it is. It's not rocket science. It's that chick, Debbie Ryan, or Susie. I can't tell anymore. And, that doesn't mean she wins or loses. It's just sometimes when you blur an image, people go, oh, I might as well click on that. That looks like something interesting here. So if you didn't watch yesterday's episode, you are in the minority because we have over 20,000 views on that episode alone talking about Reality Steve's spoilers. So we'll get into it right now. How does the season end? Is he single or engaged? Here are the final 4 women, right? And this is Reality Steve's info compiled by Bachelor whatever, because as you guys know, when it comes to Bachelor content, we're all on the human centipede. Let's just not be on the back end of the stick. Reality Steve believes that Clayton never got engaged at the end of the season. And of course, that's what Pilot Pete said too. He's like, it kind of sounds like this isn't adding up right. So is this a shot here or a fake out? It's most likely a fake out. Yeah, this is, what is that? A nice little, what do you call that? Emerald cut, princess cut. Oh boy, you want to get people to comment on your video, call this the wrong cut. Oh, clearly Dave doesn't study his 4 C's. The only C you need to worry about when buying a ring is credit, because you better have some because the diamond industry is overpriced, but that's neither here nor is it there. It's right here. Reality Steve was told this season does not have a traditional ending. Was told that he is not with Rachel. Whenever anyone says it like that, it just feels like Jerry Springer. Clayton, the results are in. You are not finding love. Oh my gosh, I can't. The people start punching each other. They got that Steve in the background holding a guy back. Like, take my jacket. No. All right, I had too much coffee. He was told that there was no finality in Iceland. Let me tell you something, though. There was probably too much finality.
God.
In the fantasy suite, but we'll get into that in a second. Hey, and some people say, hey, I think he should be able to pump his palmer with as many women as he wants consensually, and I agree. It doesn't mean you're not going to create collateral damage. You can ride your boat in a no-wake zone, but you might get a ticket for that. And Clayton's been riding his boat in a no-wake zone, apparently, creating ripples and waves, depending on the size of the flow. All right, Reality Steve, is this one of my best or worst videos of all time? It's really up to you. If you like me, you probably enjoy this. If you don't, you're like, what's going on there? And what's up with his hair? It looks like I just stuck a fork in the outlet. It's all right. Didn't put enough castor oil in my hair today. Reality Steve says this tweet below kind of lines up with what he was told over the weekend, in that there's not a traditional ending and no finality in Iceland. So it's safe to say we're not going to go down to 2 women on Final Rose Ceremony Day. Maybe that's why the ladies didn't stick around, because he didn't go down to 2 women or others in different ways, metaphorically and physically. You got to please your lady, folks. He picks out a ring. Putting a ring on her finger isn't the only way to please her. Let me tell you that much. Okay, here we go. Ladies are cheering. They're loving it. One woman arrives and gets eliminated, and the other woman shows up and they get engaged. And of course, Mike Fleiss says, yeah, it's not going to end the way you think. Reality Steve also stated just because he was told that Clayton is not with Rachel doesn't mean he's either with Susie or Gabby. He's just reporting what he was told, and Rachel, that he's not with her. Reality Steve has been led to believe Clayton has absolutely not had any happy couple visits all season. Happy couple visits are the ones, and by the way, they should change it, because let me tell you something. Becca Kufrin knows something about a happy couple visit. That's when Ari showed up with some Vaseline, put it around her finger, and just repoed that ring. Speaking of repo, You know what I mean? This is the sound that Ari made. He was like, honestly, I think I fell for the wrong girl. So if I could just take that ring off of you, put the car in reverse, and have a nice day. I got to go to Hawaii and steal some PPP loans. He robbed all of us. It's a whole story. Okay. You can have cute kids and still commit fraud. You know what I mean? But his kids are so adorable. He took $21,000 he didn't need. He complains about avocado prices in Maui on his second home. But I digress. Reality Steve has led to believe Clayton has absolutely... But you know what it feels like today? I'm getting a little late start on the day. I feel like a bull that was, cattle prodded, and then they just opened the gates. That's what I feel like right now. That's right, bullish Dave. Hump energy. Reality Steve has been led to believe Clayton has absolutely not had any happy couple visits. Outside of Rachel's trip to L.A. to visit some friends, Rachel has not been in L.A. since November. So I'm still convinced Susie self-eliminates at her fantasy suite. And this is what I believe. This is what Bachelor whatever thinks. I'm convinced Susie self-eliminates at her fantasy suite date, and Gabby either eliminates herself or gets eliminated. Clayton is going to try to convince Rachel to get back with him, but she's obviously going to say no, or she can't give him an answer there. He'll leave Iceland single and try to work things out with Rachel back in the States. Either they're talking and are back together, Clayton is still single, and will try to get back with Rachel at after the final rose. They spelt it wrong. This is after the final rose. Who cares? What do you think happens? That's the question we're asking. And I'm going to play some of your voicemails right now. Some really good ones here. So let's get into our first voicemail. Let's see. It is an 801 number here. And of course, if anyone wants to call the voicemail line, you are entitled and welcome to do so. Brevity is a virtue. Try to keep it at a minute. 401-213-9828. Let's go to our first voicemail.
Hey, this is Amy from Northern Utah.
Hi, Amy.
I was going to comment on the video about Reality Steve's spoilers. I am of the opinion that the final 2 or 3 women are going to leave, and it's going to give the impression that Clayton is heartbroken. But I think either he asks the producers to bring Rachel back, or, like you were saying at the end of the video, I think he might try to win Rachel back after the final rose. But I'm kind of cheering for the idea of Clayton and Rachel. But I wanted to tell you a couple of things. One, that cover shot you have of Shanae, I don't know if you meant to put the C's back just right over her face, that you can kind of see the one crazy eye, but I thought that was hilarious how you designed that. If it was on accident or on purpose, it's funny. And then,
first of all, let me tell you something. There are no accidents in the world of Dave Neal. If you don't think, and let's get into it, folks, if you don't think I've got the Photoshop skills to know a crazy eye when I see it, because look, I didn't even center she's back. I kind of tilted it to the bottom there and created this window looking into our soul. If this doesn't haunt you on a daily basis, then you are just bulletproof in your ability to not be freaked out by a lady that is coming for your soul. Either way, she does have pretty nice eyes. Anyway, she's back again. Okay, so enough of that. Let's see where we are here. Go back to your voicemail. I need to do this so I don't reveal it.
The other thing, I was watching Nick Viall's podcast today.
Why?
And
why would you do that?
You had commented that his producers each need a microphone and they need to do a clip for the microphone cord. Both of those things got done, so I don't know if it was because of you or something else, but I thought that was interesting too. Anyway, love watching you. Thanks. Bye.
Well, look at that. I like to help out other podcasts. So what you're referring to is and we love a good irreverency. I was kind of teasing the fact that the producers had to share a microphone. It looks like she's yawning. Is she yawning right there, or is she laughing? Can't really tell the difference. Either way, oh boy, what a nice Diet Coke. I got to tell you, if they have, I'll tell you what, Nick, I'll come over to your studio if you can get me a nice Diet Coke with the good ice cubes. Those are nice. You don't want crushed ice cubes. They melt too fast. You want nice, thick, sort of whiskey-style ice cubes. But either way, here they are sharing a microphone, and I was only teasing. These are $400 microphones. But, clearly they listen to me. Listen, let me tell you something. I like to help out these small YouTubers like Nick Viall. They're trying to get their footing in YouTube. They're trying to, get off the ground, and I just try to help them out. I try to be a mentor really for them. So, call me Mentor Dave, whatever you need to say. Now, the truth is, obviously, Nick's, I joke around. Nick's a beast. You know what I mean? And his YouTube channel is doing really well. But we did pass him. We're at 52,214, but who's counting? Subscribers. and he's at 51,400. But he's quite on my toes. So clearly Nick got the message that we're in a all-out subscriber battle royale. I am in blue. I've gotten 625 new subscribers in the last month, and he's gotten 680. So at this pace, theoretically, he's passing me. So if you guys aren't on board with Nick passing our YouTube channel that we've built from the ground up without the celebrity of Bachelor Nation behind us, no offense, but that's just where we're. Oh, blue collar Dave, put my legs on one pant leg at a time. Sometimes two. Sometimes I just jump into my pants, and sometimes I just don't wear them at all. It really depends on the day. But I digress. The point is that we could use all the subscribers we could get, and sometimes, believe it or not, what happens is people will be unsubscribed from the channel. So if you aren't sure, you want to double check and make sure you're subscribed, because we can, like I said, use every subscriber we can get. All right, let's go to our next voicemail. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate that. Let's go to Christy in Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see.
Hey, Dave. Christy from Tennessee. I'm actually glad that there have been no official spoilers, because even though I never want to hear the spoilers, I always end up looking for them and reading them. And then I just fast forward through all the episodes to the end and watch the rose ceremony. And though I haven't been extremely excited about the past two Bachelorette seasons, I've actually really enjoyed this season because of the drama, even though it has shown very degrading episodes. It's been entertaining, interesting, not boring, and has brought up lots of discussion topics for neurodivergent, however you say it, and ADHD in general. My son's ADHD, so I can totally understand where Elizabeth was coming from. And then for Sarah, I feel like that she didn't really even know that she was manipulating people. Like, she was doing it, but at her young age, I don't think she realized she was. Anyway, all of that stuff was just very interesting to watch, and I'm glad that there are no spoilers. So even though I got off on squirrel tangents here, that's the gist.
Thank you, Christy. Bye. Thank you, Christy in Tennessee. I totally agree, too. We love that there's no spoilers. We'll always, the Bachelor audience will find everything to complain about, but we should be happy that Clayton hasn't given us a spoiler.
Hi, this is Crystal from California.
Hi, Crystal.
I just want to say that, I'm not surprised with the ending. I just feel that the show has just gotten more and more away from really finding love. And I get that there has to be drama, but for me, I guess, you invest in the love story, and I just feel that that's not really there anymore. So that's why I haven't really watched this season. I just keep up with the spoilers. So, not surprised. Anyway, love your content. Thanks, Dave. Bye.
You mean to tell me that this show isn't about love? Hey, they got to sell, whatever they're selling out there. I agree, But hey, I think they probably wanted Clayton to find. What do they know? They cast someone, they throw a bunch of people out there, and they're like, you figure it out. It's like when you buy something from IKEA. You know what I mean? Let's go to Hawaii.
Hi, Dave. This is Maya from Hawaii.
Oh, Maya.
I just watched your spoiler video.
By the way, Maya, I want you to know, Maya sent us a whole bunch of Hawaiian products. The Hawaiian peanut butter, which came infused in honey. You trying to kill me over here? I'm on a diet, Maya. Maya sent us so much tea. Tasha loves the tea. You want to find a way to our hearts? Send us coffee and tea all day long. Thank you so much, Maya.
With the ending, my thought is that Clayton, if he doesn't end up with anyone at the end of the season, or at least up till the end that they filmed so far, I think he kind of deserves it for being so naive to just kiss and tell, hurt everyone's feelings. Like, I think he definitely should have got more advice from previous bachelors, not just Jesse Palmer. Yeah, I just think he made some mistakes, but hope the best for him. Okay. Thank you for all you do. Bye.
Oh, thank you. Bye. Thank you so much. And yeah, look, I mean, Clayton was flying blind, right? He didn't really know what he was getting himself into. And I get that, but don't we want that? Don't we want someone to just blindly follow their heart? I mean, clearly he followed it into the fantasy suite a little too much. But that's what it's there for, right? It's a tool to be used, not abused. We'll have to see how it all plays out. Let me know what you guys think. We have a ton of content coming your way, voicemails coming in about Demi's diagnosis of autism. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the shaming of Sarah and people that are fighting back against the microaggressions against the Asian cast members because they seem to always become villains on the show. We'll talk about that and also some other content. So make sure to stick around. A lot of content coming out today. I'll say content one more time. Content. Bye, guys. This was your content to start today. Are you content with the content?